So what I want to do now, and I want you guys to get involved. We got 22 people in here. Get involved in the comment section, please, because I need some dialogue here because I want to really know what you guys think. We extended Aleem McNeil, and he was the second to last piece, in my opinion, of kind of the impending extensions for the Detroit Lions. We wrapped up Penei Sewell. We gave Taylor Decker kind of like an extension for being one of the OGs. We got Amon-Ra St. Brown. We took care of him. Aleem McNeil was on the last year of his deal. Now, people that I do not think are up for an extension, there's a guy that was drafted before Aleem McNeil. His name is Levi Onwuzurike. I do not think he's extended. I think he could be re-signed. He could be re-signed if he has a great season this season. I do not. There's a reason McNeil, who was drafted after Levi, was extended before Levi. That's a big deal. Now, shout out to Levi. No shade on him, but you gotta play to get paid. So that brings me to this. Aidan Hutchinson, season-ending injury. He's done. He's done for the year. We know that. Heartbreaking, heart and soul of not only the defense, but the team. I feel like it's two people you couldn't lose, Jared Goff, Aidan Hutchinson. So Aiden is going into year 4 next year. He was having a career year. The numbers that Hutch was putting up was enough to make him, he was on pace, okay, to wind up with 22, 23 sacks. Like, that's where he was at. Even if he did not get that, he was going to have a career year. His career high in a regular season is 11.5 sacks, 14.5 if you included last year's playoffs. Year 3, he's amassed 31.5 sacks. That brings me to this question. He was always going to be after Aleem McNeil. He was always going to be extended. To me, his extension would have been in 2025. Should the Detroit Lions extend Aidan Hutchinson? That's the question. A deeper question is this. Aidan Hutchinson was on pace to a career year, probably was going to outshine most of the defensive ends in the league. You're talking about a massive extension loading. Now, does his injury hurt his bottom line? Or do you think that Brad Holmes, who's known to take care of his own, extends Aiden as if he finished out the year healthy? That's tough. That's a tough one. For me, I'm not in control of the money, so I don't know. But I think you got to look at past, present, and future when it comes to Hutch. You don't know how he's going to come out of this injury. Now, it wasn't a joint. It wasn't a ligament. It was a bone. And it's going to come back stronger. Knowing Aiden, he's taking this personal. I saw his Instagram post, and he said something that kind of made me emotional. And I've been emotional for the last 2 days, by the way. I'm getting emotional now, but he said something that made me emotional. And it goes a long way to show what Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell look for when it comes to players on this team, which I understand grit and football players and talent, and that they look for, they value who you are as far as a grit, culture fit, than your talent. But Aiden was that rare combination of all three. He had the talent, he had the grit, he had the culture. One of the things that he said in his Instagram post is he said that he would redeem himself next year. Redeem yourself? What you got to redeem, brother? It literally is getting me emotional right now. You don't got to prove nothing. Not only were you the sack leader in the NFL, you were the sack leader on the team. You had the most pressures on the team. You had the most pressures in the NFL. What you got to redeem? There's nothing to prove, bro. But the fact that he felt that way, really, I'm just like, Hutch, come on, man. That goes a long way. Fresh and Fly says, I think Brad takes care of Hutch. Cassandra says, without Hutch, our defense regresses exponentially. Does Aaron Glenn keep his job? Now we'll actually see the integrity of his scheme. I like that. Brad going to take care of Hutch, but it probably be after or mid next season. Hutch is just passionate about the game. And that's what I was thinking. How Hutch's injury, did it alter his payday? Because now the Detroit Lions, what they could do is they could let year 4 play out, see how he's healthy. We will pick up his 5th-year option. They could let year 4 play out and extend him, like was said in the chat, mid-season or after the season. And that breaks my heart because they were going to take care of Hutch. He would have got a monster deal. He probably would have had at least, I said he would have 15 and a half sacks. He was probably, he could have tripled that, tripled the 7.5 that he has. So knowing what Brad has done, here's what I think happens. I think they do this. They say, Hutch, because of your injury, we would like to extend you regardless. But because of your injury, we'll offer you this if you take it now. Or we've already picked up your 5th-year option. You play this year out and see if we can bring you back to these numbers. So we'll give you this number now. We'll give you this number if you get here. And we just doing that to see how you recover. I think they do that. I think they offer him an extension going into. Brad Holmes has signed injured players coming off of double season-ending injuries. It would, to me, it would only make sense for him to sign Hutch, hurt or not, extend him. But they could also wait at the same time. So let me know your thoughts. I think Hutch gets extended regardless. I think it's only the right thing to do. I mean, the dude got hurt making a sack. And it's crazy. But anyway, get well soon, Hutch. We appreciate you, man. But let me know what you think. Do you think Hutch gets extended in the offseason of next year?